everyone, it's Lynn. I just wanted to share with you this triple heart easel card that I've made to give my husband for our anniversary. I was inspired to make this style of card first of all from Bona, who is Live Love Scrap, who made various different styles of these triple easel cards with different shaped die cuts. And the other person was Zanero 101, I think it is. Anyway, I'll put the links to them down below. Who makes beautiful cards. I really liked the style of this, but I wanted to do it in a more masculine style, so I've chosen sort of steampunkish. It's very difficult to come up with things for males, as I'm sure you find yourselves, so I wanted to do something that wasn't too feminine, and I thought this fitted the bill well because it still fits in with the romantic style for an anniversary card with the hearts, but with a masculine metallic feel. I've added this little free floating extra heart here, which has the number 13 on it. I don't know if you can see it, the lighting is difficult with this dark colouring, which is the number of years that my husband and I have been married, although we've been together for many more years than that. And he's always been a very good husband, so I wanted to do something nice to show my appreciation and you know, that I think the world of him. If I can try to bring it up a bit closer, you can, oh that's better, you can see that I've used a clock embossing folder on it. It's fairly simple to make, but I think that it looks very effective. Whoop. And I was pleased how it turns out. In the end, it all just folds down onto each other to fit into the card, and this bit can fold, I'm sure, as well, if I wanted to post it. But of course, if you make one yourself, you could always not include that part. So anyway, I hope you like my project. I've put in a couple of photos so that you can hopefully see the detail a bit better, and as I say, I've attached a step-by-step after this, so if you are interested to see how I made it, carry on watching. Anyway, please leave me a comment, and I hope you like my project. Bye now. Okay, so I've cut out 3 hearts using the X-cut die. I'm just showing you there, and I've used the 3 largest ones. When you cut them, you have to put it into the die so that you're not cutting completely through the folded card. Here I'm showing you how to position it in the die and to leave just a small piece at the top where the fold goes, and leave, you can put the middle part onto the card. Yeah, so that's it. Basically, you cut it and it forms a card, and the little top bit of the heart is not cut. So you've got 3 of those, all different sizes, and the next thing you do is decide which is your best side of your paper you want showing, and then fold the other half into the middle. And get your bone folder give it a good washing down. Okay, and you want to do that now with all three of them. Now I've got a bit of chipboard that I've cut from an old tissue box. I like to do some recycling when I can, and I've got some of the silver foil tape which I'm layering onto the box to cover up the pattern side. I love this stuff. It seems to stick to anything. It's really easy to work with. I've got my bone folder there and I'm giving it a good burnish to get all the creases out of it, and I've cut that last piece in half so that I don't waste any, and again I'm burnishing it down. Okay, put that to one side. I decided to emboss the bases before I stuck them together, so I put them through a clock embossing folder. I can't remember the make offhand. And now I'm using my ATG gun to glue along the bottom pieces and then stick them all together. Don't glue the flaps. Okay, I then took my piece of chipboard with the tin foil and die cut hearts and then emboss them again with the same clock folder. Now I'm painting it with black gesso all over, and when I've done that I'm going to leave it to completely dry and clean up the mess that's all over my work surface. Okay, now I've got some Inca Gold by Viva Decor. I start off rubbing it on with a cloth so that I don't get my fingers dirty, and then I thought, what the hell, I like to get dirty and it's a lot easier using your fingers, so I start adding it with my fingers. And yes, I did get dirty, but the good thing about Viva Decor Inca Gold is that it washes off easily with soap and water, unlike Rub and Buff, which you seem to be wearing for the rest of your life. I also find that this Inca Gold is much easier to work with, and if you do get some in the wrong place, you can sort of wipe a bit of it off. It's just a lot easier to work with than Rub and Buff, although I do still use Rub and Buff now and again, so I don't dislike it, but I just prefer the Inca Gold. Okay, now I've decided to put some of the Inca Gold onto the base card as well, just so that it won't look too different from the other part when I come to stick it all together. I'm not doing it really very carefully, I'm just rubbing it on, and it really gives a lovely metallic look to black card. Right, now I'm putting my ATG gun onto the flaps, and I'm gluing each of the chipboard hearts onto the flaps, making sure to put it in exactly the right place when you stick it together. There we go. And now I'm trying to make it stand up, but it won't, because I suddenly realised that it isn't strong enough. The card that I used to make the base is too thin. Anyway, so I mess about with it. Now I'm gluing on my letters to read Happy Anniversary. If you lay your letters out and then split them in half and take the middle letter and start from the middle and work to either side, then you get them evenly spaced and lined up properly. See here on Anniversary I've started with the E. And now I'm going to work backwards to the beginning, and then I'll go the other way and finish it off. To make the card stronger, eventually I cut some more hearts out of stronger card and then glued them onto the backs of the hearts, which did make a lot of difference and gave them a lot more strength. So tip to you, make sure that you cut your base card out of good solid card, because if your other hearts are much thicker and stronger, then the underneath card can't support them. Now I'm just putting on a little sticker that says "Seems like yesterday," and there we go. Okay, I've decided now to make a little what do we call it? A hanging off the side heart. You'll see what I mean in a minute. So I've gone around the edge with the ink gold, and then I've cut out the number 13 from Tim Holt's Vintage Market die, and I've put rub and buff on that again and then glued it onto the heart. My husband and I have actually been together for, I don't know, about 26 years, but we've only been married for 13 years because we don't believe in rushing into anything. Wouldn't want to make a mistake, you know. Anyway, so now I've got another smaller heart, and I'm going to put some more of the inky gold on that, and then I'm going to glue that. Oh, no, here we go. I've got a thin strip of acetate, and I'm just gluing that onto the back of that heart. I'm going to leave that to dry now, and the glue dries clear, so you won't see it afterwards. Well, I got a bit ahead of myself and forgot to press the record button, but what I've done is, once the acetate dried on this side, I've then glued this side onto the back of my card. The glue's almost dry, although you can just see a little bit now, but you won't after, it'll be completely clear. And then what I will do before I've finished is just get another blank piece of card similar to this, but a whole heart, and then I shall glue that onto the back. I'll probably use one the smaller size, and I'll glue that onto the back, and that will be where my sentiment will be written. But obviously I'm not going to do that now because I don't want you to read what I'm going to write. So basically that's it. It stands up, she says, hopefully. You have to mess about with it a bit to get it exactly how you want. It's hard to do it when it's round the other way, but you get the gist of it. So that's it, all the different sections of the easel card, and then it's got your little wobbly hanging off number 13. I was going to put cogs and other different things on here, but the embossing is pretty full on, so sometimes less is more, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Anyway, I hope he likes it. It's always difficult to, oops, can't see my little wobbly thing, there we go, I went the wrong way. It's always difficult to make cards for men, I think, because you can't make them too flowery or anything, but this is sort of lovey-dovey but masculine at the same time. So anyway, I hope he likes it, and I hope you like it. I'll put some photos on the end so you can see it better, and look forward to reading your comments. Bye now. Thanks for watching.